What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including breaking news as WWE release more stars, WWE quietly released star and why, a WWE star is really injured, a new Bloodline member coming this week, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the goodest. Number 1, Becky wins. Was Becky Lynch the best choice for a new women's champion? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. With Rhea Ripley sidelined by an injury, the WWE needs a megastar holding the belt, not an up-and-comer or a past champion with a spotty record of getting over. Raw is quickly sinking into a rut, and the WWE needs a top star headlining things, whether it's the women's division or the men's division. The WWE Universe loves Lynch, and her presence on Raw as champ should lead to some great matchups and good storylines. That's even if you want to call her Becky Hogan Lynch. Number 2, Judgment Day intrigue, Priest face turn continues. Is Damian Priest turning babyface? Although Priest played the heel in talking down to Jey Uso, it's clear he's getting fed up with his fellow Judgment Day teammates such as JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. Just how much it will take for Priest to split from the group should make for interesting television. Next up, number 3, burger after burger. Drew McIntyre's comments that the recently returned Sheamus looks like he's gone from banger after banger to burger after burger was hilarious, so much so that the Celtic Warrior couldn't keep from laughing. Hopefully the WWE will take this interaction and do something besides another Sheamus vs McIntyre series, a series that fans have seen too many times. Number 4, DIY vs Awesome Truth Classic. DIY vs Awesome Truth was further proof of why it's good to have 2 tag team champions in the WWE. Tag matches are fun, but they're almost always better when a title is on the line. DIY gave it their all, but last night the champions were better. Good news for fans who were worried that Awesome Truth might be transitional champions. Number 5, Gunther is back. Gunther is back, and while he's no longer IC champion, he made it clear that no champion is safe. With the King of the Ring tournament around the corner, it now looks like Gunther is the frontrunner to win it, but is that good enough for the ring general or a step down? While a second Gunther Intercontinental Championship seems redundant, a run as King could keep Gunther in an elevated position without tying down a top title. And Dominic and Liv love match? What's going on between Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan? The WWE kept fans guessing as it teased some interaction between the two. Could this lead to Dominic, who has clearly been shown as only concerned with himself, and Liv forging an alliance, or even a storyline romance? The possibilities are intriguing, and the storyline could help further Liv Morgan's apparent heel turn. That was good. What about the bad? Is number 1, Imperium beatdown was anticlimactic. Last night's beatdown by Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci was a little disappointing. The storyline of Gunther's disappointment with his Imperium teammates has been going on far so long that it became an afterthought. Kaiser destroying Vinci should have taken place months ago when the storyline had momentum. Instead, it came out of nowhere and meant nothing. Another reminder that Triple H needs more help managing the undercard storylines. But there was nothing downright ugly, just a decent Raw show, but there was something a little bit missing, possibly Cody Rhodes, after the momentum it had after WrestleMania. What did you guys think of the red brand last night? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Next up, breaking news as WWE releases star. It seems like WWE are not done with releases just yet, as the newest release seems to be Cameron Grimes, who took to Twitter and uploaded a very tearful video saying that he has been released by WWE today.
This is Trevor Lee, also known as Cameron Grimes. I just got off the phone with WWE, and unfortunately, I've been released from my contract. 5 years ago, the last thing that I was able to tell my father, Tracy Cadell, was that I signed with the WWE. I loved working here. I've been trying my best to learn from everybody that comes through, everybody that would let me sit there and listen.
Man, after watching that video, you definitely have to feel for Cameron Grimes in this situation. He's absolutely heartbroken. I'm for one definitely pulling for Cameron Grimes to get back up from this, and hopefully he'll be signed by another major promotion. Do you think there could be more releases coming? Whatever the case, we wish all the best for Cameron Grimes. Now first we looks at a top Raw star re-ups with WWE. At top of today's news is a report concerning the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Finn's future in the WWE. Turns out Finn Balor isn't going anywhere, and that's a message straight from the Demon himself, who tweeted, "I would like to take this moment to say thank you to WWE for 10 incredible years, and after much thought and consideration, I decided that now is the right time to say I ain't going anywhere." This is great news for WWE fans who've enjoyed Finn's work in the Judgment Day. Balor's career has enjoyed a resurgence since joining the group and has been involved in championship programs and has been a featured player on Raw. What do you guys think is next for Balor though? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, QR code mystery revealed. The WWE dropped another QR code on Raw, this time during Chad Gable's promo. Now don't worry if you missed it because we'll clue you in. Scanning the code takes you to the page www.com5555 where you're asked to enter the number of sense organs. Type in 5 and the video plays with a coming soon message followed by a spooky video of a house. Wrestling Inc described what happened next, saying a figure throws a note on the front porch that says "Remember who you are." The figure, seemingly holding the camera, then retreats before another series of images. Different variations of the glyph and raven, plus a shrouded figure and a lot else that is difficult to see clearly. Now this is obviously a nod to the Uncle Howdy mystery. When do you think he'll actually return? Could it possibly be at Backlash? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a top star has a real injury. Why was Dirty Dominic Mysterio walking around with his arm in a sling on Raw? While no one is reporting on the specifics, Fightful Select is reporting that Dom's injury is legit and it led to the WWE replacing him on its European tour with Ricochet. We'll continue following this story and send our best wishes for Mysterio for a fast and full recovery. Next up, why WWE quietly released a star. The WWE released several superstars last week, but one caught many fans by surprise, Von Wagner. They emailed to discuss the big man's release, sharing his thoughts on why it was a surprise and why it ultimately happened. The thing on him that surprised me, it wasn't many years ago where people from the company were talking about this guy was a future WrestleMania main eventer, which I didn't see and I never did see that. He elaborated on why Von Wagner didn't live up to his standards. He doesn't have charisma to be at that level. I was thinking, what, because he's tall and blonde? This isn't like the 80s. Tall and blonde isn't enough, and as a wrestler, he was passable. The days when Vince McMahon pushed big men of questionable talent is over, and while big wrestlers are still in demand in WWE, AEW not so much, as seen by the lousy treatment of talent specimens like Wardlow, a good look is only part of the equation for getting a push. Meltzer elaborated on the Wrestling Observer Radio that essentially they felt that he had been on the main roster for a year and they hadn't used him, and it's been a year and they weren't going to use him, and if they're not going to use you, you're going to get cut. The WWE's roster is so large that it's difficult to get a sustained push regardless of size or how long you've been in the company. In Wagner's case, his release could be a blessing in disguise as he can now look for work at a promotion where he has a better chance of being used. Next up, a new Bloodline member debuting this week. Are you wondering where recent WWE hire Jacob Fatu will debut? A new report from PW Insider claims Fatu is scheduled to debut this week, which means an appearance on NXT or more likely SmackDown. Fans have been speculating when Fatu will show up, whether he'll align himself with the Bloodline or look to make a name for himself. Next up, AEW looking to sign more stars? AEW is known for signing wrestler after wrestler, but is the company taking a breather after signing several top-level stars including Will Ospreay, Mercedes Moné, and Kazuchika Okada? Well, not according to Fightful Select. The Patreon site reports that AEW is looking to sign potential free agents this summer. Meltzer weighed in on things, noting, "I know that AEW is looking at people whose contracts are up. I mean, it's not like whether they get anyone that, I don't know, but they're definitely looking. You know, sometimes you think that they made this big investment with Kazuchika Okada, Will Ospreay, and Mercedes Moné. Maybe they're not looking for other people, but they still are." Some fans are already speculating that AEW will sign Jinder Mahal and take advantage of the social media melee between AEW President Tony Khan and Mahal earlier this year. Do you think AEW should sign additional stars? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, WWE teaming up with UFC for upcoming NXT PLE. And last but not least, the WWE is teaming up with the UFC for the upcoming NXT PLE Battleground. Wrestling Inc reports that the event, originally booked for May in Savannah, Georgia, will be held in Las Vegas on 9th June at UFC's Apex facility. Shawn Michaels commented on the venue saying, We're always exploring new frontiers to showcase NXT, and we're excited to bring Battleground to this world-class event and production facility in partnership with the UFC. There have been rumors of the WWE and UFC collabing ever since the WWE and Endeavor merged. This includes talks of two promotions holding shows on the same weekend, and as we'll see, also hosting an event at the home's UFC Fight Night show. But there you have it, folks, our look at Raw as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.